This weekend, as most in India would go gaga over the crowd-pleasing RRR, another Indian film would compete at the 94th Academy Awards in a category where no other Indian film has ever featured in the history of the Oscar. Of course, there's no issue in celebrating RRR. We ourselves watched it on the first day and immensely loved the audacious vision and theatrical experience. But the overwhelming lukewarm response by a cinema-loving nation who also nurtured this deep-seated craving to be acknowledged at the Oscars to the nominated Writing with Fire makes you wonder how we struggle to engage beyond a familiar pattern. And then, when it comes to documentaries, when did India ever have a theatrical release for any of them or celebrate anyone? Limited to festival circuits and private screenings, documentaries have always been considered as less engaging textual materials that do not entice our cinephilia enough. And if there's ever a time to change these baseless perceptions, it's now. As along with the rest of the world, Indian documentaries are at its creative high, in their golden period. The Academy Award nomination of Writing with Fire by director duo Rintu and Sushmit Ghosh is an acknowledgement of that creative glory our documentaries are going through. And today we talk about this brilliant film to celebrate this exciting trend in Indian cinema and also wish Writing with Fire all the best for the Academy Awards. The film narrates the growth of the Uttar Pradesh-based media organization Khabar Lahariyan through the individual stories of three of its dazzling reporters, Meera Devi, Shyamkali Devi and Sunita. Khabar Lahariyan, the newspaper run by Dalit women, is moving to its digital version, a channel on YouTube, and the documentary captures the process of the team getting into this new mode of communication, adjusting to its idiosyncrasies while balancing their personal lives all along. Rintu and Sushmit take a conventional documentary approach here, unlike say the more lyrical A Night of Knowing Nothing by Payal Kapadia, that also won the Golden Eye at 2021 Cannes Film Festival. Shot over approximately 4 years, the narrative structure of Writing with Fire is built around the soliloquies of the three reporters we mentioned and capturing them at work. Now the striking aspect is the documentary merges the personal into political. Despite multiple obstacles from not having smartphones or the know-how to use them to the ever-growing fundamentalism, the quest of these women inspires you more than anything you have watched on the big screen in the recent past. It's both in their everyday struggle to uphold democracy of India and also how that itself becomes a process of self-liberation for all of them. In our flawed society, where the core values of the Constitution get butchered every day, these women, many of whom travel only on foot, speak for what true journalism means, which is way more than a job for them, a calling for them. Meera's grudgingly tolerant husband disapproves of her ways. She herself is worried how being away from home might be affecting her daughter's academics. And then there's this Dalit woman she interviews, who informs how she has been raped over and over by outsiders in her own home, and the police has hardly paid any attention to the complaints. So Meera continues because who else if not she can voice the voiceless. Sunita investigates corruptions around the local mines where she worked as a child against the hostilities of angry miners. She doesn't back out and instead gets her reports to national news. And we observe the spirited Shyamkali, full of nervous energy, with no clue about a smartphone, slowly getting into her own groove as the film tracks a steep professional curve. As we follow these women on fields, political rallies, and even on their holiday trips, as we root for their individual achievements and get stimulated by the gradual growth of Khabar Lahariyan's YouTube channel, the overall experience on screen starts getting surreal after a point of time. At one moment, it is the shock and despise over what the sword-wielding Gaurakshak says in Meera's interview that gets you down. And then in the next, the cool and composed Meera in the face of such hatred and aggression revives your spirit. Well, that's anyway what true journalism and stories are supposed to be. It's just that the country for long now is missing that spirit and integrity, which is mandatory for this one noble profession. Khabar Lahariyan and its women strive to bring back that lost trust, and thanks to Rintu and Sushmit, we get to see what it means to be an upright journalist. As far as we know, Writing with Fire is yet to have its India premiere. Unfortunate that even with 25 awards across the world and 18 more nominations, which covers almost all distinguished podiums of world cinema, the film is yet to be seen by the audience of its own country. One of us had the opportunity to watch it last year in Australia, and ever since we have been meaning to talk to you all about this film. We do not know what happens on the Oscar night. Few hours from now, the competition is tough, but we feel Writing with Fire has a strong chance to win. Even if it doesn't, don't drop the film from your wish list and look out for any opportunity that comes your way. Here's again wishing Rintu Thomas, Sushmit Ghosh and the entire team of Writing with Fire all the very best. That is all from us today. Thank you for watching.